How's it going, you guys? Chaotic Tunes here, and we're going back. Now, you might be asking, right? Where are we going? And by my excitement, hopefully you can predict what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the moon. We're going back to the moon after what, like 50 years? 5 decades? We're finally going back to the moon. Like, I don't even think there are words that I can use to describe the way like I'm feeling right now, like the amount of excitement that's inside of me right now. Like, I kid you not, when I saw the announcement, I legit had tears in my eyes because this is amazing. Like, we're actually going back to the moon. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand like how great this is. Like, all the possibilities this is gonna open for humanity as a whole, right? Not just for America or not just for NASA. No. It's gonna be for all of humanity, and it is. Like, oh my god, it's so amazing that we're finally going back. As it currently stands, the projected date for going back to the moon will be on 2024. No month, no day, no nothing, but we have the year. And that's all I need. That's all I needed to get so hyped up for this, alright? Because I don't know if you know this, but the moon is 100% my favorite space body, or body in, astral body, whatever you want to call it. It is my favorite thing ever, because you look up in the sky and you see it, whether it's day or night, you can see it, and it's just this beautiful glowing rock that is not actually glowing. It is reflecting sunlight from the from the sun. It does not have its actual glow. It's just reflection. Cleaning that up, but it's just floating there, following us, right? And it's tidal locked, so we're always seeing the same face. Well, it's not really tidal locked. It is spinning, but it spins at the same rate as the Earth rotates, so it looks like it's tidal locked, but it's not. And the absolute best part about this is we are going back to the moon to stay, right? And some people might say it's not a smart idea because, we're already screwing up the Earth, or there's problems that we need to solve down here. But no, this is gonna help us advance humanity at a much higher, rate that we currently are, right? See, the plan right now is that we're gonna use the moon to get us to Mars. And they didn't fully explain, or maybe they have explained and I just haven't found the articles or anything because I haven't really researched on this. But the idea is they're gonna put a module or some sort of small space station, whatever you want to call it, but I'm gonna call it a module. A module that's gonna be trapped between the the gravitational pull of the Earth and the moon. And what that's gonna do is on the moon they're gonna launch up spaceships or whatever that are gonna connect to this module. And instead of using fuel to launch it from the moon and to Mars, they're gonna connect it to the module, let it spin for a little bit, and then let it loose, right? And instead of having to use fuel to launch it, they're just gonna use momentum to get it to like a good point, and then use rocket fuel to actually achieve Mars. And that is just, if that's what they're planning to do, that's like awesome, dude, because like we're using the resources like in a much better way. Also, there are huge, and I mean huge amounts of ice water on the moon, right? That we can use to make oxygen, drinkable water, and rocket fuel, right? So if we can just get the parts to the moon, we can fuel them up there. We don't even need to use a lot of fuel to get them, And it's so cool. Like, I'm so goddamn excited, dude. Obviously, I was not alive back in the 60s when the first moon landing happened. And if you say it's fake, I swear to God, I will find you and I will teach you all I know about the moon landing. I swear to God, do not test me. But I was not around. And I was sad because this beautiful experience about leaving this our home and exploring something new. I was not there to witness it. And the new opportunity to do this is gonna happen. And I am just stoked, dude. Like, I'm excited for the year to come. I usually don't like New Year's, and I don't like all that because the passing of time terrifies me, right? But right now I'm so happy and I'm so excited that I don't care if I'm closer to my death. I'm just excited I'm gonna witness something that's this amazing. And the worst thing I feel is that we probably could have achieved this a lot sooner, right? Had the government not cut NASA's spending, right? And sure, I understand where people are saying, well, we have problems here, right? But at the same time, there are so many other things that can be helpful that we invest into space. I'll give you a quick example. There is a satellite called SMAP, which stands for Soil Moisture Active Passive. Now, what this satellite does, it scans the whole Earth, right? and it detects moisture levels on the soil, like the name states, and it also helps predict when there will be droughts and when there will be, you know, bountiful seasons for harvesting. And this is just such an amazing thing, right? There's a YouTuber called Mac Robert, I believe is his name, and he used to work at NASA, and that's how I know about this satellite. And the total cost of this satellite was $900 million, which seems like a huge amount of money to spend, right? And you could probably spend that money on homeless people and all these other things, right? But instead, if you think about it, with $900 million, sure, you can feed all of Africa for one day. However, with this technology, those nations have the ability to predict when they can harvest and when they can, you know, put new crops in and all these things that'll help them, you know, get food, like supply for themselves, rather than relying on other people or other countries to provide them with said, necessities. Sure, we should help each other out, but at the end of the day, it's best if you help yourself out. There is no doubt in that, right? Self-improvement is always the best thing to do. Or how about a satellite that uses, provides us with GPS? I use GPS all the time. I'm sure as hell using Google Maps or Apple Maps, don't use Apple Maps, Google Maps to get to places, because I do roofing. I often have to go to a bunch of different places. That's how I get to there, right? If it wasn't for NASA and satellites and all these other things, I would not have GPS and you wouldn't have GPS. Hell, I wouldn't even be able to make phone calls wirelessly, because guess what? We need satellites that were developed by space agencies to help us achieve this, amazing feats of technology. Or maybe we should go a little more extreme, right? How about an asteroid? It can hit us at any moment, and just ask the dinosaurs, it'll destroy us. We'll go extinct. There's no surviving that. However, if we have satellites in place that can detect, asteroids or comets or whatever you want to call them, I'm pretty sure they're asteroids, that are heading towards the Earth, and we know that they're coming, we can at least prepare ourselves to, defend them, to make something of it. So when people usually argue with me that the budget for NASA should be cut, it does anger me, because it's a budget that's gonna help humanity, and people don't realize it. Like, NASA only gets, I believe, around $20 billion for its yearly budget, which might seem like a lot, but it really, just compare that to the over $600 billion that we spend on the military. It is literally nothing. It's a fraction of what any other thing receives. I've ranted long enough though. I'm excited we're going back to the moon. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments, because I really want to know what you think. I hope you all have a wonderful day. My next week is going to be filled with excitement, so you already know I'm going to have a good week at least. And if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means the world to me. It really does. And until next time, don't do drugs, because those things are bad for you.